small, but if y'all want some shit, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck with a nigga with a real little pizza.
With a real little personal. Real little 6-inch and shit. Like that. I can't have the barbecue niggas on camera.
Yeah, nah. Don't do that.
Welcome to the assembly. This is pizzaandporn.
Appreciate you having me.
I am your host, Brodskyat, and this is Asani, one half of the Little People.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, so, first, what's your favorite pizza? Because I never got to ask this question.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. It's beggars, but I wasn't able to follow, instructions today. So I don't have beggars for you. It's not my fault though. They stopped selling pizza early. I don't know what they own. I don't know. I got Luigi's. Still a Gary staple.
All right. So tell us about this Luigi's pizza. What flavor are we doing?
I'm basic today. I got cheese pizza. You know what I mean? It's cool. You know what I'm saying? You got two. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Home Alone. You know what I'm saying? Put me on to the cheese pizza. Been eating that shit ever since. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, that's what we doing today, man.
Alright.
Simple shit. Crushed red pepper. Keep it simple.
Oh, and we got a little fancy on the side.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
You got to. You need your furnishings and all that shit, for sure.
Okay.
You know?
Alright, so today's topic, since he doesn't know what it is 8 Ball and MJG taught me everything I know about sex.
Really?
Today's topic.
Alright. We're
going to talk about sex, music, and lyrics and how they shaped our sexual behaviors as adults now that we could think about it back then. What's very, very interesting is I legit thought about, I was like, okay, when's the first time I myself saw sex as sex? Not just, the music video. Like the first time I saw sex. And that was in 1996, all right? So now I'm thinking about it, like the first time I saw a porn, period, was in 1996. Okay. And then all the other music things that came out in 96, like how all of that
is okay.
Right? So it's like, this is, the box is on TV, you know what I mean? This is the box before it's MTV2. Sure. And you had to call, and it cost like $2.50 to call and request a music video. And this is across the world because it was a London-based company. We didn't know it at the time, but we just knew, like, after a certain time at night, it would be like Chinese music playing on the station, and then all of a sudden it would just switch over to be the box.
Hey, so you putting me on? I'm kind of young.
Oh my God, this is why it's great. This is why, like, nobody knows. Before MTV2, it was just the box. Okay. And they played, like I said, it was requested music videos across the world, though. So, unfortunately, it was the most popular music videos at the time.
So you just like that back. Nah, for real, that'd be tight.
It was crazy. It was crazy. So like you'd see Crossroads like 15 times in a row because people would just be requesting that shit all day.
I do remember that playing, like that video playing hella throughout my childhood.
It was.
So maybe,
it was a reason.
Maybe that's
it was a reason for that. Like people were just requesting it. Like I'm like, okay, so a part of me is seeing The Angel of Death 15 times a day. And then the other side is watching California Love. So Tupac is now like,
that too. Yep.
He's like gangster Tupac now. He's not like dancer background singer.
He was
hype man. Yeah. He's not hype man anymore. He's now his own like rapper style. And then Uncle Luke is on
Oh, yeah.
Lil' Kim is out. Like, this is...
You paint the picture? Okay, I can dig.
So imagine how I was raised when Freak Nigga exists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
So granted, I was raised in a very, very, like Christian household. Not necessarily, like, super conservative.
Okay.
Because my dad didn't, like, go to church necessarily.
Okay.
But, you know, it was two girls, like, me and my sister growing up together. So it wasn't like we had, like... anything where it was super violent, like we couldn't watch those type of movies and stuff like that. But music, on the other hand, was prevalent, like everywhere. Like everything from gospel to classical to hip hop, R&B, soul, disco, whatever. So all music was played.
Was it open to the point that your parents like let you listen to whatever, like at a young age, even the rauncier stuff, or that was kind of more censored? I don't think they even knew. I think it was censored, but to the point where it's like Aaliyah is out. You know what I mean? So, as long as you had a good set of music that was like decent, you could play that in your, you know what I mean, on your cassettes and shit in the house, in your room. But then, like, later, if they ain't paying attention, the next thing you know, some other music is being played. Like, Reasonable Doubt came out in 96. Like, that's why I'm like, everything that you heard it in 96?
I heard it in 96, because my sister's still 7 years older than me, so...
Okay.
So it was like that. Whenever she heard something, I heard something.
Okay.
So that just trips you out. So yeah, that was my setting the picture of 96. It's the first time I watched a porn in life. Okay, I'm a child. I'm a little baby. And I shouldn't have been seeing that shit. But guess what? That's the age where you should be talking about that. Actually, you should be talking about sex to your children from about 5 to age 7. Why? Really? Because they need to know body parts to be able to tell someone no.
True. No off limits.
Yeah. So more than likely, it doesn't necessarily need to be about why are these feelings happening, but puberty happens around 8. So those feelings will start happening, and then you gotta explain them. So it's better to just start explaining them early. So
it's right. It's crazy you say that though, 'cause I could say with me, like, when you first said that sounds super young. Like, I gotta think about, like, me as a kid. Like, I definitely, by the time I was 5, I knew what everything was. I definitely was educated enough to be able to tell somebody older than my family or whoever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, something like this happened and it wasn't something, it would have been any type of confusion. It would have been no blurred lines. So I'm thinking something is okay, something is not, or whatever. So, I mean, I feel it. I feel it, you know.
I like it. Okay, so that leads me to say, when did you first learn about sex?
Well, that's why, like I'm saying, I think it had to be, not that I know how. I don't know, man. See, it's messed up. It's different being a man and a woman, because you grow up, you a nasty ass little boy. Like, so
explain to me what a nasty ass little boy is.
Humping the neighborhood girls on the tree, dry humping on the tree instead of playing outside. How you supposed to be playing outside?
We're dry humping at what age?
Consensually, you know what I mean?
No,
so,
of course. Of course. Consent.
Shit.
Yeah, what age did you start dry humping? When was that a thing? And you can even say like grade. It doesn't necessarily have to be age.
It was
like,
no. It was younger than that. It had to have been like legit. I'm not exaggerating. I may have been 5. I may have been 5 outside playing the back. Didn't even know what I was doing. It was just like
it feels good.
Yeah, just went to the girl like, hey, let's do it. She like, yeah. We both knew exactly what we was talking about. We don't know what it was. We didn't know nothing. But it's just like, that's propaganda. You know, the media. I don't know what we saw on TV. I don't know.
That's what I mean. It's just specifically based off of what you saw. And if music videos are super like the thing.
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, Aaliyah.
It just helps you imitate the movements.
Yep.
I will say though, I've been watching a lot of documentaries about like Southern music and things like that, and it made me look at, I guess, the parallels in twerking and what we see as like extremely sexual to being like, this may just be like ancestral and cultural.
Okay.
Because even like in what were we watching? I was watching something about New Orleans bounce music, right? And even the men would technically be down there twerking. It's a bounce thing. Like it is a way that they thrust their hips that is specific to their area.
I've heard that theory based off of like, you know, like people say, like, you know, some, like from Africa, you know what I mean? Being indigenous from then or something like that, but I never heard of the men.
Yeah, but even then, even in Africa, like they have a way of thrusting their hips that if we were talking about that in America, they may, you know, based off of Eurocentric standards and all of the other things, what may be considered gay, somebody else may consider that is a tribal dance. Which is crazy. I will be like, no, that's ass shaking. We attracted to it. That is, well, to them, it's just like, don't the music make you do that?
I mean,
that's crazy.
Hey, it's natural. It started somewhere.
Yeah.
It had to start somewhere.
Yeah. But, so like, yeah, when I remember, I guess as young as maybe 5, seeing like the rump shaker videos and stuff like that, and being like, okay, so girls throw that ass back.
Yeah, and
that's what you do.
Like,
it wasn't like sexual, but it was like, no, you throw your ass back if you dancing. That's what dancing is.
See, I don't know why I felt like you heard about twerking, like in songs, and it would be more so. It wasn't as like direct as it is now, but I swear I always feel like it was a little different then. It wasn't the actual like. How could I describe it? I feel like back then it was just more like. In songs, it was like shake your booty, like whatever that meant, just shake your booty. You know what I mean? So it's like I can remember like whether it was TV, movies, like videos. It was just them, just I don't know. It was more how can I say? I feel like just generally too, it was like booties were smaller back then. Let's just put it like that. You know what I mean?
He thinks booties were smaller back then. Okay, go ahead.
They're not. You correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I mean? I just mean generally. Generally nowadays, right now, 2020, is white girls walking around with black girl ass. Not that it wasn't like that back then, but it was way more common now than it was then. And I just feel like
the hormones.
You're right. Whatever. I'm not saying
something in the water.
Yeah. No, I agree, but I'm just saying, or whatever it is, food or whatever. But I'm just saying, I don't think it was just the regular act of twerking. How like. It was when we got, older, because girls was like bobbing, and before that it was the whole just, shake the booty thing. Well, I could have just been out the loop, you know what I mean? It could have just been a...
Yeah, that's what's great about it. It was always prevalent. Like, ass shaking has always existed.
Oh, no.
Which is great, because I think it just evolves. Like makeup. Makeup got better. Weaves got better. Ass shaking got better. Everything just evolved, and now you have so many dance styles that you can actually like look at and bring in. So now people are like bringing some real stuff into their dance that would have just been regular, but now it's like it's above par.
I'm loving it. It's at the height. It's at the height of everything. I'm loving it.
I can't wait to see what happens.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I was alive, and like I said, I was a nasty little boy, so I remember what it was like to look at asses in 2003, and 2020, it's a big difference.
Oh, 3 in 2020.
It's a big difference.
What was like, I guess, your first music video that you can remember that was like, oh, this is what they doing out here? Like, what gave you that feel?
Man, what is my first music video that I can remember? Like,
yeah, like something that was like, okay, this is not about the song no more. This is about.
No, for sure. That's what's crazy. For some reason, right now I can't think of all of my earliest like memories in music was. Or like I would say, anything. Not I guess raunchy. It was more. I was a kid, so it was kind of more mainstream stuff. So like I was very into Nelly. I was very into like I was very into like I like Jay-Z a lot when I was a kid. Like so it's not. What I'm trying to say is I think by that time what I started seeing was like. BET Uncut, I think that like really changed stuff for me. Or like the Tip Drill video, obviously. I still was a little older. Like I probably was, under 10 or something like that. But just all the music videos I saw before that, I feel like I still should have been able to, answer something earlier than that. But I can't really think of anything before that. But I just know definitely BET Uncut for sure. And then like that was just like that was my shit. I mean I don't know. I got really into...
You don't know life until you watched BET Uncut, most likely with the sound down.
I got really into Melissa Ford. Melissa Ford.
Melissa Ford. I was gonna ask.
Yeah, that was
Because it's been a thing, like your first like video model, the girl who was like that for you, and everybody has one who's come so far.
That's who I
has mentioned.
Them were the days for sure.
Yeah, the video chick days were iconic. I feel like they made a good portion of why we like music videos.
Oh yeah,
really the songs were cool. We loved the song. We listened to full albums back then. Like we didn't even know what was on the album. Really, we just bought this thing. Like so that was cool. But the music videos made us fall in love with the girls who were in them. They made us,
That was the time too, man.
That was great.
It was just a lot of good ass packaging for shit. Like back then, man. So
it's how you remain visually inspired.
This wasn't a super raunchy one at all. It was not raunchy. But Ashanti was fine as fuck to me when she came out. So like,
Ashanti?
I did. Was it Baby? Is that the name of it?
Baby was a good one. That was the one.
What was like her first one that really took her? First or second? It don't matter.
I feel like I understand the Baby though, because it was that rain pouring.
Exactly.
Type
the little
of
almond skin, her thighs was gleaming. You know what I'm saying?
She was a little sparkly.
Yeah, little shimmery. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
She was shimmering.
Yeah.
So this is back when we didn't care about what men look like.
Whoa, so you said that's why Ja Rule popped, because back then niggas didn't care. That's crazy. I see where you taking the culture.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's fucked up.
This is what this is what we actually care about lyrics though. We like the people for what they were saying. We didn't care about what they look like.
I feel it.
Now.
It's the other way around.
No, it's completely different.
That's crazy.
Like, I'll be cute though. So, he could just say that. He just said water for 15, bars. We good. Just keep that. That's my other thing. Okay. What was the first porn you saw? Do you remember that?
I do.